Hello once again, this is Frank and you're welcome to TVL. So today I'm gonna teach you how to do vibrato. All right, yes, I'm gonna show you how to do it. I want to really go deep into it because I've made a video on vibrato before, and I even have a product on my website that teaches you from scratch. All right, so what is vibrato, you may ask? Vibrato is an oscillation of two notes. All right, by the time I explain, if you don't know it, you say, oh, I know that. I actually know that I hear singers do it, and you begin to observe singers do it even more because now you know what it is. All right, so it's an oscillation of two notes, an up and down movement of just two notes involved. All right, it's a slight variation, and it actually causes the vocal cords, or rather the tone, to be richer. So it sounds like this. Oh, E. That's me doing it on two different vowels. All right. So by the time you learn it on a certain vowel, you can try all the vowels as well. Okay. So you hear it at the end of lines when someone is singing. So you can hear it also on musical instruments, like violin and some other instruments as well. So let's get on with it. All right. I've used it. In fact, I learned through this system. I learned how to do it through the system. And I also taught some other people how to do it using this system as well. Some it took months, some it took weeks. So it depends. All right. So today they are proud singers of vibrato, and I know you will be too. All right. So what it does is that it makes you sound like a complete solo singer, a complete singer. All right. So that's not saying that if you cannot do vibrato, you're not termed as a singer. You can sing without vibrato, but even in the definition of singing, you can't leave vibrato out. So vibrato makes you sound great, makes you sound good. And it's actually easier to sing with, hold a note with vibrato than just hold it straight. Like, it's better to, you see that? Okay. So now let's get on with the exercise. So it's gonna be, guys, you can do that octave. Ladies, you can do all right, so we'll do it maybe on 3 keys, and then you can go back to it and change vowels like E or O. Ready? Let's go. So I slowed it down because what I want to do is help you build it from slow to fast. Okay, so that eventually from making it up like this, you will build it up into a natural vibrato. All right, that's what it is. So that the muscles here will get used to it. The muscles here will be able to carry it naturally. So right now it doesn't sound natural. All right, so you start with that speed, do it until you're very comfortable with it. And then maybe another day you can move on to this next speed. So this one, you have to do it until you are comfortable with the speed. All right. And then you may need to now move on to a faster pace. So that's another speed, a faster speed. And when you master that, we'll make it even faster. Okay, so the next one will sound like this. Now, don't just jump into the next one. Make sure you're comfortable with it. The first time you may not be comfortable with the last speed I did, but if you do it, like do it today, maybe 10 minutes, and come back tomorrow, do it, you find out that you're getting better and better with it. And when you master that speed, then you come back to the next one. All right. All right. And okay, so do that for as long as it takes you to master it, and it becomes natural. And then increase the speed again. All right. And then see, we're getting closer now to the correct speed. All right. So when you master that, well, let's make it faster. Remember, I told you you can do it on different vowels, like oh, 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 oh. So if you do it long enough, eventually your muscles here are gonna pick it up and it's gonna sound natural, like So you can do it on any range. You can do it on mixed voice, you can do it on chest voice, anywhere. And then you can be able to switch it on and off at your own will. You know, when you're beginning to learn it, sometimes it may just come without you even activating it. All right. And when you want to activate it consciously, it may not come. Don't worry. That's the process. That's how you start out until you get to a level where you can turn it on and off at your will. Because eventually, with contemporary singing, you may not even need it on every line. Because usually singers that use it on every line is usually like opera singers. All right. So practice with this over and over and over again, and trust me, you're gonna end up being a vibrato master. See you next time.